guys, so I am back with a Bath & Body Works 2016 preview candle haul. They started coming out with these this past weekend, and I went and grabbed some because I'm all about the candles. But I didn't get every single one, of course. There's a whole lot. I actually have a list of them all, so I will leave the list of candles, or I'll read them off to you at the end of this video. A lot of them are returns, but there is some that are different, or a little different at least. But I found some ones that I really like, so I am just going to jump right into it. Again, there was like 4 or 5 different tables, and they all say 2016 preview. They don't have any collection names yet, so I'm just going to do them by lids. So the only candle that I actually got off this specific table was Mediterranean Melon. This particular collection has no lids. It had the frosted glass like we've seen before, and the label's not super fancy. It's got the little cardboard, paper cover here. It says B&BW, which I thought that was a cute little touch. I like that they put B&BW. I mean, that's what we all call it, so it's just kind of nice to see them do the same. The scent description reads, "Escape the sunny Mediterranean with the tantalizing fragrance of juicy melon, creamy vanilla, topped with sparkling sugar." To me, this doesn't smell like, it doesn't smell exactly like cantaloupe, but it reminds me of cantaloupe, if that makes sense. Don't worry, if you're not a cantaloupe fan, don't worry. I mean, it just reminds me of cantaloupe, and that's why I like it. But it is sugary sweet, almost like some sort of melony candy, bubblegum, something that's just sweeter and fruity. But when I smelled it, I was like, it reminds me of cantaloupe. So I liked it. It was actually the only one that I liked. The other ones that I did like were just all repeats, so I just didn't even bother with those. But I really like this one. If you're into the sugary, fruity scents, that will definitely be one you might like. The next collection, I grabbed a few of, candles off that table. The lids on these look like, I don't know, looks like some kind of almost like a flower to me. Thought they were pretty. I would say none of the lids really cut it for me anymore, just because I really like the glitter lids. I wish they would just do the glitter lids on every collection. I just think those are prettier, but not bad. Better than just plain old, Bath & Body Works written across the top. So this one is called Blueberries and Cream, and there is what it looks like. And the scent description reads, "Sweet vanilla cream, garden blueberries, and a hint of sugar combined in this mouth-watering fragrance." I love this one. It's sweet. It smells like, I don't know, maybe like a blueberry, maybe like a blueberry, I don't know, yogurt, or I don't know. I really like it. I mean, I get this creaminess. It's like a creamy blueberry, like I said, like a yogurt. Maybe I don't know what's creamy, like a blueberry pie or something. I don't know. It's just really creamy and good. I love the combination of this one. I think just that creaminess with the blueberries is just so good, and I really, really like this one. Definitely new and different, in my opinion. The next one is a returning favorite that I absolutely love, and they've come out with it 100 bazillion different ways, but it never fails me, and I love it, and it's my favorite summer fragrance, and that's Watermelon Lemonade. And there is the packaging. They actually had this one in another collection, which was sort of just the plain, White Barn, the jars are just plain with a really plain label. I've got one to show. I'll show it in a minute. But I liked this packaging better, so I went with this one. Again, this one all has that, flowery looking lid. The scent description reads, "Refresh your thirst for spring with this pleasing mixture of watermelon ice, sparkling water, and freshly squeezed Meyer lemon." Watermelon lemonade, we all know what it smells like by now. It's tangy, it's melon, I mean it's watermelon, it's tangy. You definitely get the watermelon mixed with like the tart lemonade. It's just really, really good. Really good combination. It's a very strong candle in my opinion, and it's just one of the best. And I love it. It's one of my all-time favorites, so I recommend it if you've never tried it. The next one is Vanilla Bean Marshmallow. And the packaging on this one is so cute. I love like the little, at first I thought it was like sugar cubes. Is it not? Maybe it's like supposed to be marshmallows. I don't know. But it's so cute. And I just love the packaging on this one. And it says a comforting vanilla fragrance that evokes the sweetness of a homemade marshmallow. And of course, this one is a vanilla bean, or like pumpkin vanilla marshmallow, or what is it? Pumpkin marshmallow. What is it? Pumpkin. I have no idea. Pumpkin vanilla marshmallow, vanilla pumpkin marshmallow. I'm like so confused right now. I don't even know which way it goes. But you know, it's just, well, just a repackage of that candle. I think this one may be a little more marshmallow. Just like the tightest bit. I feel like I just get more marshmallow than the other one. It's like really heavy, I think, on the marshmallow, more so than like the vanilla, and I feel like it's just heavier than the other one. It's just so good. It's so sweet and yummy. I love this one. I wish I actually would have picked up another one. I think this one's better. And the packaging's cuter too, in my opinion, because obviously the pumpkin vanilla marshmallow or whatever, that one, it has no pumpkin in it whatsoever, so I prefer this packaging. The next one is Mocha Latte Swirl. And there's that one. And the scent description reads, recharged with the scent of a wonderfully rich concoction of espresso and creamy caramel topped with whipped cream. This one, I don't think it's an exact dupe of like espresso bar. It's close. It's very, very similar. But for some reason, I think it's a little different. I think they toned down like that chocolatey-ness a bit, which I think just helped. I think it helps because that one was just so bam in your face. And me, as much as I love chocolate, that one was just, it's just too much for me. So I think they toned it down in this version, and I really do like this one. I feel like I get maybe a bit more coffee note in there than the other one, where I feel like that one was just straight up chocolate. I feel like you get just like the tightest bit of a coffee note in this one. I wouldn't really say like whipped cream. I don't really think, you know, there's like that sweeter creaminess to it. But it's really nice. And like I said, just like a mellowed down version, I think, of espresso bar. So I don't think it's an exact dupe. I just think it's similar. And I like this one better. I like that they kind of toned it down a little bit because the other one was just too strong in my opinion. The next one is Praline Pecan Cobbler, which of course they've already done. The scent description reads, indulge in warm caramel cobbler with the sweet crunch of pecan nuts and sparkling cinnamon sugar. To me, this one is, you know, almost an exact dupe of pumpkin pecan waffles. It's very sweet. It's one of those stickingly sweet scents. It's very like maple syrupy, I think. But this one, I can tell it's not an exact dupe. I can tell that they did, you know, tweak it a little bit. But, I mean, it's similar. It's so comparable to pumpkin pecan waffles that, you know, it's just really not that big a difference. But I love this one. I love pumpkin pecan waffles, so I love this one. And I just like the packaging. The next one is another, like, all-time favorite of mine, and that is cinnamon sugar donut. And here is what it looks like. And the scent description reads, share delight with a homemade vanilla cake donut covered in sugar crystals and crushed cinnamon. Now this time around, I don't think it smells exactly like the past cinnamon sugar donuts. I think this one is a little more doughy, a little more like, I think it's a little more like French baguette and, you know, meets cinnamon sugar donut. I think this one you get more of the bread smell, more of the actual, you know, like dough, whereas you get less of like that cinnamon sugary sweetness. Not a bad thing. I don't necessarily like prefer like the older ones to this one, but I don't know, it's kind of like a nice little subtle change. So I like it. I think it's very, very good. But I love the old cinnamon sugar donut too. I think that one's sweeter, and it's just, you just can't go wrong with it. And then the last one that I got in that collection with these, you know, flowery looking lids is the key lime pie. And I like the bright wax. I think it's pretty. This one says freshly squeezed lime mixes with lush vanilla cream and a hint of coconut and a fragrance inspired by the classic all-American key lime pie. This one to me smells like a drink. It smells like some sort of like, it's, you know, like it's very citrusy. It smells like some sort of fruity drink, but like in the very back of like the fragrance, I can detect like the slightest like smell of like crust, like pie crust. And that's why I got it. If I didn't just detect that little bit of like pie crust, I wouldn't get it because it doesn't smell anything like pie to me. But I'm hoping that when it burns, like it comes together, you know, when it warms up and it just smells more like pie and less like just a fruity drink. So I don't know. It's like, it's definitely not my favorite from that collection, but like I said, if I can like get more of that pie like crust note to come out when it burns, it's gonna be a really good one. But yeah, key lime pie. The next collection that I got into was this one, and they also have a different little lid going on. The first one that I got was cinnamon spiced vanilla, and this says the delicious fragrance of rich vanilla beans sprinkled with sugar crystals and freshly ground Mexican cinnamon. These two to me smell exactly alike. Like I don't know why they did that, but they smell like exactly alike to me. But the packaging is different, and I just liked each of the packaging, so I just went ahead and grabbed another. But yeah, they smell the exact same, so I don't really know why they did that, but it smells good anyway. And the last one that I got from that collection was the Baja Cactus Blossom. Here is what it looks like. When I first read this one, I was like, I'm not gonna like that. A Baja Cactus Blossom, just weird and random, but it's actually really good. It says the alluring beauty of a cactus flower captured in a blend of fresh white flowers, green cactus stems, and sun-kissed coconut. This is so, like, I'm so impressed with this one. I don't know what it is. I don't really, when I smell it, I'm not like, ooh, coconut, like a lot of the fragrances are. You're like, wow, that's coconut. I don't really get that from this. I get like a fresh, like almost like a downy, like laundry or fabric softener, or just something along, you know, those lines that's really like strong and, you know, fresh smelling and clean smelling and laundry-esque. It just smells so good. I really do not know what to say about this one. I love this one. This to me, like, if this like turned into a liquid, like if it was like a lot, like if I was at the store and I was like going through the fabric softeners and I smelled one that smelled like this, I would buy that. I would want my laundry to smell like it. It just smells really good and I love it. So the next collection was the ones with like London, tea and lemon, of course, you know, Amsterdam, all of that, different cities. So I grabbed two from that collection, and the first one was Brazil, which is Rio Coconut and Teak wood, and here is what it looks like. And these sadly just have the plain lids. The scent description reads, relax in the warmth of Rio's beautiful beaches with a marvelous mix of creamy coconut milk and inviting teak wood. This one I really like. It's like a mix of coconut and manliness. It's coconut and a really nice men's cologne, and the two together smell really good in my opinion. It's definitely more of a masculine candle, and I just really like that one, so I grabbed it. And then the last one that I got in that collection was the Paris Lavender Macaroon. Macaroon? I don't know. How do you say that? I don't know. Usually when there's like a macaroon or macaron, whatever, the pronunciation police come barging in. But anyway, yeah, lavender macaroon. A truly French treat that combines the fragrance of lavender blossoms with a delicate cookie. I get like the cookie nut, like cookie in here. Like I get like a cookie. I get the sweetness, but you definitely get like that lavender with it. It doesn't smell like any of the other lavender fragrances that I've tried. I don't know, it just smells like a sweet lavender cookie. I mean, it does. It's just like a bakery, but with that lavender. I don't know. It's just, it almost sounds like it would be odd. Like, I just don't think, you know what I mean? When I think lavender cookies, I don't know, but I actually really like this one. I think it's on the lighter side, so I'm hoping it kind of, I don't know. And in some ways, like when I smell it, it reminds me of soap, like a lavender soap. But I don't know. I like it. I'm hoping when it burns, it's like stronger and then like it's more bakery. Okay, and then the last one that I got was from another collection, which is like those White Barn core candles that have like, you know, no fancy lids or fancy labels. And that's the one that I was talking about that had another watermelon lemonade. But I got Mojave Coconut, and here is what it looks like. Just super simple, nothing fancy. And it reads, a sophisticated blend of rare mahogany and creamy coconut milk layered over soft sandalwood. This is definitely like mahogany teak wood brought down like 3 notches. It doesn't have a super, you know, as big a punch. And then you've got that coconut layered with it. I think it makes it a little creamier. But it's definitely still masculine. It's definitely more of a masculine candle, but I like it. It's good. I enjoy it. I can't wait to burn it. I think it's gonna like fill the entire house, and it just smells really good. Okay, so that is all that I got. I will go, I think I have a list. I wrote down a list of like all the candles. I took pictures of all the displays and wrote down all of the candles that this test store had so that I could read them off in case, you know, there's some that I didn't get that maybe you're interested in, or maybe some of you are looking to see if any of your favorites are coming back. So I'm going to grab that list and then I will, be right back. Okay, so I'm going to start with all of the ones that were in this collection that have these specific lids on them. The ones in it were blueberries and cream, cinnamon sugar donut, mocha latte swirl, Georgia peach, vanilla bean marshmallow, lemon mint tea, which lemon mint tea, I think somebody asked me about this one on Instagram. If you remember like lemon mint leaf, it smells just like it. I never liked it. You know, it smells like lemon and mint. I never liked that one. But it is essentially lemon mint leaf, but it's called lemon mint tea. Praline pecan cobbler, sugared peony petals. Somebody else asked me if this one smelled like, what was it? Pink petal tea cake. I don't think it did at all. It didn't have any bakeryness to it or anything. I don't think it smelled anything like that one. It smelled more like the one they tested that was called Peony Petals. I think it's more along that line than more pink petal tea cake. Watermelon lemonade and key lime pie. So that was all of the ones in that collection that they had. The next ones are from this collection, which have this lid. And those are Guava Pina Colada, black teak wood, which I've done before, pineapple lily. I smelled that one because I thought, oh, that's going to be so good. It was, I couldn't do that one. Island margarita, which they've done 100 times. Mango dragon fruit, which they've also done. Cinnamon spiced vanilla. Mayan caramel. I thought that one almost smelled like a burnt, like salted caramel. I didn't care for it at all, and I thought that's the first one that I was excited to smell. Like when I got to the store was that one in that collection, and I didn't care for that one at all. The Baja cactus blossom, which I got, coconut vanilla, which they've done, and prickly pear and sugarcane. I also thought that one would be nice, but it had little to no scent. I almost couldn't smell anything, and I let my husband smell it. I was like, do you smell anything? And he was like, no, not really. So yeah, I just passed on that one. It was so light, I just don't think it'd be worth the money, and I don't think it would burn well. I don't think it would fill up your house. The next ones are from, let's see, this collection where it's the different cities, plain lids. Amsterdam, which was spring tulips. Capri, which was fresh water and sea salt, which they've done before. Paris, lavender macaroon. Brazil, Rio coconut and teak wood. London, tea and lemon. Savannah, bow ties and bourbon. New York, Beautiful Day, Venice, Peach Bellini, Hawaii, Oahu, Coconut Sunset, and Tahiti, Passion Flower. And those are basically all ones that they've done in the past. I mean, so really nothing new, just pretty new candle labels. The next one is from this collection, which is the Frosted Glass with just the little inserts, no lids. Turquoise Waters, Return, Fresh Bamboo, Return, Tiki Beach, Return, Seaside Citrus. I didn't care for that one. You definitely will, for one, it was really light. For two, it's just, you know, typical citrus fragrance. There was nothing special about it. Coconut Sandalwood, White Gardenia, White Sand Beaches, Sun Drenched Mango, Sand and Sea, Indigo Sky. That one sounded interesting. I smelled it, didn't care for it. Nothing special. And then the Mediterranean Melon, which is the one that I got. And then the last collection, which is the plain White Barn, you know, labels, you know, no fancy lids or anything. They had Watermelon Lemonade, Georgia Peach again. So they've got those in two collections, both of those. Bergamot Waters, Mahogany Coconut, Pure White Cotton, Pineapple Mango, Fresh Lavender, Fresh Water and Sea Salt. And they've also got that one in two collections because they've got it in Capri, you know, in the other one, which was Fresh Water and Sea Salt. Mahogany Teakwood, Wine Cellar, Eucalyptus Mint, and Fresh Cut Lilacs. So that is all that the store had. That's like 50 something candles. That's a lot. So they're testing quite a bit. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did and you know, like the Bath & Body Works candle videos from me, please give it a big thumbs up. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.